So, hello and welcome to the latest session from Elemental. Today, I'm delighted to say we are here with Triton Showers, with Tina, who is Marketing Director, and Anna, Campaign Manager from Triton. And we're here to talk about the incredibly important issue of water wastage. It's incredibly important because some forecasts suggest recently that we could actually be potentially we're going to run out in the next 20 to 25 years or so, which is a very scary thought, a very important topic, therefore, that we need to address and focus on. And that's what we'll be doing today. So first off, what is it that makes, how big is it, the issue of water wastage and hot water heating energy usage in the UK specifically?
It's a massive issue, really, and one that we all need to be aware of and conscious of. We did a survey back in the autumn last year with our customers. We did about 2,000 respondents, and 86% of the people we interviewed were worried about energy usage and water usage in the UK. There was also another element to that, was that they felt if they could save water and energy, it would also benefit them in their pocket as well. So yes, they wanted to be green, but they also were conscious they wanted to save money as well. So the three things came together quite well. So that's what we've been looking at, and how we can help people to do those things, be conscious of their impact on the environment, but also help them from a budget point of view. I think it's quite interesting that the Energy Savings Trust say that bathrooms account for about 62% of a home's water demand, as well as a lot of energy. So from our environment and our industry, it's important that we do our bit to help consumers be green.
Absolutely. Some big numbers there. And we're going to talk a little bit about health as well. So with the issue of, water wastage, so clearly important, if you like, to our, our own health, but also the long-term health of construction and of the house building sector. Can we see a change in consumer perceptions now, or is it still quite people aren't too worried about this? I know we heard some stats there earlier suggested they were.
In that survey, people expected house builders to build homes which are more friendly to the environment. It was a base expectation that should be something, and that manufacturers now produce product that lower their carbon footprint. So I think it's something like 5%, according to WaterWise, say that the domestic hot water accounts for, in terms of UK greenhouse gases. So as manufacturers and house builders, it's important that we do our bit to help that stat.
Absolutely, yeah. And Anna, did you want to come in on that one as well?
Yeah, I think we can definitely see a consumer shift in terms of how people feel about this issue. Like you mentioned earlier, we have put our survey out there. We just wanted to see how people feel about this issue. Is this something that potentially industry is rambling about, but no one feels and no one understands really? But we have seen a massive shift. We have seen 86% of people saying that this is an important issue to them. 4 in 5 people say that they expect house builders to build more environmentally friendly homes. Over 80% of people expect brands to help them be more eco-aware and just make better and more environmentally friendly choices. So I think it is clear for the industry, for manufacturers and for house builders, that there is demand, and that they have to answer to that demand.
Yeah, and so we've seen, I mean, some big numbers there. If you say sort of over 80% of consumers, and then a huge amount of sort of water wastage coming from our bathrooms, obviously in particular. So for Triton, shower manufacturers, clearly it's a very important issue. So how seriously are you guys taking this, and what is it that you're doing to address it?
We're taking it very seriously. It's a project that we've been working on for quite some time now. There's 2 elements to it really. There's the corporate element, so that's thinking about what we do and our own carbon footprint. We want to be carbon neutral within a year, and we have an aspiration to be net zero by 2025, which is also our 50th anniversary. So to do that, we've got an internal team working on it, and that covers all areas of the business. So it could pick up our fleet, packaging, our energy usage, So trying to think about our impact, also looking at the sort of the, how do you call it, moving product from overseas to the UK. So looking at our supply chain as well. So it's quite a sort of rounded project that we've launched, but also as part of that, looking at our product development. Electric water heating is the most friendly way to heat water in the house, both from a water usage and energy usage. Obviously, we've been manufacturing electric showers for 45 years now, so we've got that heritage and that expertise. So it's important that we develop product that helps consumer be greener. And I guess the other element that Anna will cover with our water and energy calculator is how we educate people to behave differently. So, you know, showering for 1 minute less, what's the benefit of that to your pocket, but also to the environment? So we have a job to do to educate people to be greener in their homes and also make product choices that will help that. So for us, we think corporately what we can do, but also how we can help with consumers to help them change their behaviour.
For sure. And do you want to sort of try and address any of the, I don't know, legacy, sort of like how people think about some of these things? Like people think perhaps eco products can be more expensive. Is that always
absolutely.
the case, or is that?
Yeah, that survey highlighted that 54% of consumers presume they're going to have to pay more money, but it's not the case. We sell products that are eco-friendly at the same price as a standard product, but this is perception to be green costs money, but it doesn't always. So that's another part of the education, as you say, that we need to pick up on and work on, that you can make a green choice. And if you think about an electric shower, you could go out and buy one for 50, 60 pounds. That's a great choice for the environment because it uses less water and energy. So even something as simple as that is a good route, and you can feel good about what your choice is.
Are there any other perceptions that you think sort of consumers have? Like, do people perceive that there are a lack of features or sort of benefits with other eco products, or actually do they kind of produce the same level of performance?
I think in the bathroom industry, you know, for years we said you can have 8 showers for 1 bath. So you've already got that message that showering is more environmentally friendly than bathing. So we've sort of done that job, but now it's about talking about specific product features. Some of our products, like our digital shower, you have a remote start-stop, so you can turn it on, it'll get to temperature and then cut out. And when you go back to it, it'll come back on. Whereas traditionally, you know, you turn your shower on, go down to the dark, make a cup of coffee, go back, wasting all that water. I mean, even I started to think now, the more you think about it, you know, I used to brush my teeth, leave the water on constantly, didn't even think about it. But now you're sort of changing behaviour, knock the tap off and then go back to it. Little things like that with products that you can do that help people be better.
Yeah, my girlfriend does that all the time. I have to turn the tap off. It really winds me up. So there's lots of little behavioural things, obviously, that we can all do. But also, you've developed a tool, I think, that can help us, haven't you? Do you want to tell us a little bit more about this? And is this the water saving calculator? Do you want to give us a little talk?
So as Tina mentioned, obviously we recognise that as a company we're going to have to minimise our impact. But at the same time, we are aware that there's only so much that we can do on our own, and that actually how end users interact with our product and sort of products that house builders decide to put in and stuff are going to make a much bigger impact. So we have started our environmental campaign. And the main point of that campaign really is educating consumers on better choices that they can make, also showing specifiers on potentially how they could make greener bathrooms to support them fulfilling that consumer demand. And also as part of that campaign, we have created water and energy saving calculator. And the idea behind the calculator really is through our survey, we found out that about 64% of people didn't know how to measure how much water and energy they use in a home. So we just wanted to create really something that would show them how certain habits they have when it comes to showering, how much they contribute to water waste, energy waste, and carbon footprint, and what small changes they could make in order to reduce that. So I will share my screen.
I'd love to see it. Yeah, great.
So to show it for you. We're hosting obviously the calculator on our website. You can get through to it through just going on our website and then sort of clicking through to calculator. Once there, you basically put in how many people you've got in your household. So you just answer really like some basic questions. 4 people in a household, let's say everyone takes 1 shower per week, so 7 showers per week per person. Showering length, let's say that someone is doing UK average of
8 minutes, the average, is it? Okay.
That is the average, yeah, and we've just put that there really to sort of give people an idea, really, just in case they're not sure.
Just having a clock in your bathroom might be a good idea, wouldn't it? I have no idea how long I shower for. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess once you go through this, you will start measuring.
Yeah.
So average temperature, let's say about warm 38, which is again the average. Shower type, let's say we've got a mixer, medium flow. If you do know where your house gets hot water from, you can select it. If not, you can always put not sure. If you know how much you pay for your gas supply, you can again put yes and put your figures in. And it will personalize it further for you. If you don't, you can just click no and it will assume national average bills. Similar with water supply, really. And once we've sort of answered those few questions, it will show us our current usage. So this is what it estimates the current cost of showering in a household is. This is how much goes on water cost, and this is how much goes on energy cost. This is current water usage, so about 93,000 litres. And we have put sort of what that means in terms of things surrounding us, just to try and bring that closer to consumer.
It's a huge number of bottles, that, isn't it? Crikey. Just from one family.
Definitely. And that is the idea. We kind of want people to see it and just think, actually, that is quite high. What can I do about it? So once you do see what your water and gas usage and what carbon footprint you are creating by just showering, really, you can click on some saving tips, really. So if you were to shower for 1 minute less, for example, you could save £41 on your bills, £26 on your water bills, £14 on your energy bills. More importantly, you could save 11,000 litres of water every year, or 411 kilowatts per hour of gas, or 0.09 tons of carbon footprint, which is an equivalent of 346 miles in a car. And you can obviously see that then as well for if you were to shower 2 degrees less, or if you were to add flow regulator. At the bottom here, you can see our little video for water saving tips, different flow regulators that you can install, and sort of different eco products really that we offer.
Brilliant. Well, thanks very much for that. That's very clear that we can all obviously do a little bit more and very easily, actually, just through either some behavioural changes or even through more eco-friendly products that we can probably bring into our home. So to sum up, I guess what we need to, the message we want to land is that it's clearly a very important issue, this issue of water wastage and of hot water heating energy usage. And it's something that we all need to do our part in to address. So particularly with domestic consumption, we've seen there are some pretty easy, very important immediate steps that we can actually take to improve the efficiency and the usage that we have within our own home environment. Is there anything you guys would like to add before we wrap up?
I think just watch this space, really. There's more to come as we move through the year. You'll see more from us, more about what we're doing with consumers, but more about what we're doing at a corporate level as well.
Absolutely. Well, Anna, Tina, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you very much to Triton Showers as well for this informative session. Obviously, if you want to find out more, do head to the website. We can send you the links as well to the water calculator. And hopefully we'll, I'm sure, see you again soon. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.